Throughout history, cities around the world have been shaken by crimes so shocking that they leave an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of their communities. These crimes often reveal the darker aspects of human nature and expose societal flaws, igniting debates about justice, safety, and morality. This video delves into some of the most unbelievable crimes that have rocked various cities, exploring their backgrounds, impacts, and the lessons learned in their aftermath. But first, subscribe to our channel for more content, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. On February 21, 1965, Malcolm X, one of the most influential civil rights leaders in American history, was assassinated at the Audubon Ballroom in Harlem. His murder was carried out by members of the organization he had once been a part of, but later distanced himself from due to ideological differences. Malcolm's assassination not only marked a tragic loss for the civil rights movement, but also underscored the internal conflicts within African American leadership during that era. The event sparked protests and led to intensified discussions about race relations in America. Malcolm X's legacy continues to influence civil rights activism today, serving as a reminder of the struggles faced by African Americans in their fight for equality and justice. Another infamous crime that left an indelible mark on New York City was the murder of Catherine Susan Kitty Genovese in 1964. Kitty was brutally attacked outside her apartment in Kew Gardens, while numerous witnesses reportedly failed to intervene or call for help. The incident prompted widespread media coverage and led to psychological studies on the bystander effect, where individuals are less likely to offer help when others are present. This tragic event ignited public outrage and led to significant changes in emergency response protocols, including the establishment of 911 as a universal emergency number. Kitty Genovese's murder remains a poignant example of societal apathy and has become a case study in psychology and sociology. In 1983, Seattle was rocked by the Wah Mee massacre, where gunmen entered a gambling club in Chinatown and killed 13 people. The brutal nature of the crime shocked the community and highlighted issues related to gang violence and organized crime in urban settings. The massacre remains one of the deadliest events in Seattle's history and has since been a focal point for discussions about public safety and crime prevention. The aftermath saw increased police presence and community outreach programs aimed at preventing gang violence. The tragedy served as a wake-up call for many residents about the dangers lurking within their neighborhoods. The chilling crimes committed by Ted Bundy during the 1970s also left a significant impact on Seattle and surrounding areas. Bundy, who was known for his charm and intelligence, lured young women into his trap before brutally attacking them. His ability to evade capture for years created a climate of fear among women and led to increased vigilance regarding personal safety. Bundy's eventual capture and trial became a media spectacle, influencing public perceptions of serial killers and criminal psychology. The case prompted discussions about victimology and how societal factors contribute to crime. In June 2022, South Africa faced a horrific tragedy when 21 young people died at Eniobeni Tavern during a celebration marking the end of school exams. Initial reports suggested overcrowding led to suffocation, igniting debates about safety regulations in public venues. This incident not only devastated families, but also raised questions about youth safety in social settings across South Africa. The tragedy prompted government investigations into tavern operations and calls for stricter enforcement of safety regulations. It highlighted ongoing issues related to youth culture and substance abuse in South Africa. In another shocking case from South Africa, the murder of 13-year-old Jerebejan Van Wyk sent ripples through the community of Klaar. His remains were discovered in sewage pipes after he had gone missing for days. The accused, Daniel Smith, faced charges linked to occult activities, which added an unsettling layer to an already gruesome crime. This case highlighted ongoing concerns regarding child safety and violence against minors in South Africa. It sparked discussions about community vigilance and the need for better protective measures for children. One of India's most notorious crimes is the Tandoor murder case involving Naina Sawhney in 1995. Her husband murdered her over suspicions of infidelity and disposed of her body by cooking it in a tandoor, clay oven. The grotesque nature of this crime captivated media attention and raised discussions about domestic violence and gender-based crimes in India. The trial revealed deep-seated issues surrounding patriarchal norms that often lead to violence against women. This case served as a catalyst for women's rights activists advocating for stronger laws against domestic violence. In 2008, the murder of Arushi Talwar, a 14-year-old girl, alongside her family's servant Hemrai, became one of India's most sensational criminal cases. Initially suspected as an honor killing involving her parents, it later revealed deep flaws in investigative procedures and media sensationalism. The case highlighted issues surrounding justice delivery in India and raised questions about how media can influence public perception during high-profile trials. It remains a controversial topic within Indian society today. The kidnapping of Charles Lindbergh Jr.B., son of aviation pioneer Charles Lindbergh, in 1932, is often referred to as the crime of the century. Despite extensive media coverage and public interest, it took 2 years to find the child's remains after ransom demands were met. This case not only changed how kidnappings were reported, but also led to significant changes in laws regarding ransom payments and child protection. The Lindbergh Law was enacted following this tragedy to impose federal penalties for kidnapping across state lines. Charles Manson's orchestrated killings in Los Angeles during 1969 shocked not just California, but the entire nation. Manson's followers murdered several people, including actress Sharon Tate, leading to widespread fear about cults and their influence on vulnerable individuals. The trials that followed became highly publicized events that shaped societal views on mental health and criminal behavior. Manson's ability to manipulate his followers raised concerns about psychological control within cults. Crimes that shake cities often leave lasting scars on victims' families. The emotional toll can be devastating. Family members may experience grief, anger, guilt, or even post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). Support systems are crucial for these families as they navigate their trauma while seeking justice for their loved ones. Community organizations often step up to provide counseling services or support groups aimed at helping families heal from their losses. Unbelievable crimes frequently lead law enforcement agencies to reevaluate their practices. High-profile cases can result in increased funding for police departments or changes in investigative techniques aimed at preventing similar incidents from occurring again. For instance, after several high-profile serial killer cases like those involving Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer, law enforcement adopted new strategies focused on interagency collaboration and information sharing among jurisdictions. One critical lesson learned from these unbelievable crimes is the importance of community engagement. Active participation from residents can foster safer neighborhoods through vigilance and support networks that help deter criminal activity. Community watch programs have emerged as effective means for residents to collaborate with law enforcement agencies, while building trust within communities plagued by fear or mistrust towards police forces due to past injustices or systemic issues. Many high-profile crimes have sparked legislative changes aimed at improving public safety or victim rights protections. For instance, following multiple child abduction cases across various states, over decades including those similar to Lindbergh's, new laws were enacted enhancing penalties against kidnappers while also creating better resources for missing children investigations nationwide. These legislative shifts reflect society's evolving understanding regarding crime prevention strategies, while emphasizing accountability towards victims' needs throughout legal processes involved post-crime occurrence. The unbelievable crimes that have shaken cities worldwide serve as grim reminders of humanity's darker side, while compelling societies toward introspection regarding justice systems' efficacy along with community responsibilities toward collective safety measures. Implementation efforts needed moving forward into future generations' realities faced daily within urban environments globally today and beyond. Through understanding these crimes, deeply examining their causes alongside consequences experienced by affected individuals, we can foster discussions promoting healing resilience within communities impacted by such horrors while advocating necessary changes preventing tragedies from occurring again over time.